Pensacola, Florida. Founded as a small fishing village by Muskogee and Creek Indian tribes. It's also the birthplace of Emmett Smith. But I'm not making this documentary about Emmett Smith. I'm making it about a different kind of Smith. A songsmith. My name is Dominic Porter. I'm a filmmaker and music enthusiast. I grew up in a musical household. My father, like his father before him, was an entertainer and children's magician. I felt obligated to give back and contribute to my family's tradition of music with this documentary about one of the most influential and enigmatic musicians of the 20th century.
Music is like oxygen to me. And I don't even think about breathing oxygen, I just do it.
Now that boy, he took the game by storm.
He was an innovator. He was a complete embodiment of what a musician should be.
A place like Pensacola, it's hard to find real talent.
You don't understand. When this cat arrived on the scene, music suddenly had a before and an after.
You know when somebody takes a chainsaw and they wobble it like this? It's like this? It was nothing like that. It was like fucking a robot.
Before him, music was black and white, and then he turned it to color.
It was like the game always had the same clothes on, and then when he got to the game, when he got a hold of the game, it's like he changed what the game was wearing.
Sonically, it's just pleasing.
Yeah, sexually too.
His songs, to me, are like a cascade of emotion. You know, they kind of touch you, not necessarily where you need to be touched, but where you want to be touched.
Well, I wouldn't be 1935th the musician I am if it weren't for Pecan.
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 Pecan. Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan. Pecan.
Pecan Pinwheelie? Fuck that dude.
How much time you guys need today? Because I'm pretty busy. All right, you're gonna need to stay right here. I've got this place booby trapped, so just hold tight. Clear. I'm Larry Pinwheelie. I'm Pecan's uncle. Now, I'm an only child, so there's no real way to know if he's my nephew, but I raised him like a son.
Everybody has that uncle, you know, that comes up and stands really close behind you at the buffet line, you know. Imagine if that was all you had, that weirdo uncle. And I think that explains a lot about how Pecan turned out. In a good way. He didn't diddle him or nothing.
I taught him everything he knows. How to walk, talk, smoke cigarettes, fuck women, steal fireworks, and ride a bike. I've got a game for him. We call it fur trappers and badgers. I'd dress that little fucker up like a badger, and I'd hunt him down. And once I caught him, I'd flip the script, let him chase me. And when he'd catch me, I'd tell him, now you know.
I'm Gillimer Ganders. I was Pecan's first girlfriend. I met Pecan when he was about 14, I was 25. He's in his front yard. I believe his septic tank had overflowed, and he was in the front yard. Mr. Lair had him out there picking up the excess sewerage with his hands, putting it in the bucket, throwing it in the neighbor's trash can. And I walked up to him and I was like, what's that smell? And he was like, it's doo-doo. And I was like, well, it smells bad. And then he flicked some in my face.
It's pretty badass for Pecan to have a girl 10 years older than he was, even before he reached puberty. I taught him that. Hell, I'm old as fuck, and I still date older women. My girlfriend right now is 78.
Pecan used to call me Pickle Pussy. Mostly because I like pickles, and then also because of the vinegar smell.
Those were the days, man. We were like 3 peas in a pond. Me, Gilly, and Pecan.
I remember this one time. So, I was drinking my mana shots. It was Shabbat. I hear boom, bang, boom. I walk out of my front porch. What is it? It's the Pecan kid shooting off fireworks on my front lawn. I'm like, hey, get off my grass.
Next thing you know, Larry comes out, hooping and hollering. He thinks there's some stray dogs in the yard or something. He pulls his pistols out, but he's so drunk, he ends up shooting Pecan right in the foot.
I didn't do that. I don't remember. If I don't remember it, it didn't happen. That was a bad time. That was a good time for me. I had just developed toilet wine and things were rolling. And I hadn't quite perfected the formula then, but I figured out the culprit. So now blackouts are less frequent and I have more energy.
Y'all gonna be interviewing Larry for this? He's gonna offer you a tour of his toilet wine vineyard. I drank some of his toilet wine once, woke up in a pool of pickle juice playing Marco Polo.
Y'all want to see it? I'll show it to you right now. This thing's ready to rock. All right, this is... Bill, get the fuck out of here! Sorry about that. So, this is going to be pretty exclusive. I know you've heard of craft beer. Well, I like to think of this as craft wine.
I met Larry before. You know, I was dying to try toilet wine. I don't know, he's had like an experimental batch or something, he hadn't perfected it. That's why I do this. This is not like a tick. I can't stop this. We got like a turtle hand.
Watch your step here. This is I've done so much trick fucking in this thing right here. But now we use it for irrigation. This entire reservoir irrigates the entire system of the whole vineyard. This right here is my dessert wine. It's on the sweeter side. Today I'm gonna use lemon pies. I use a little bit of peanut butter when I'm making Pinot Grigio. And then I'll use lacquer retarder to sort of mellow it out. This one is pretty nice. This is a summer brew. We use a lot of fruits and vegetables. I use different kind of lemons and limes. Main ingredient mostly is pickles. Again, it has acetone and xylene. This is great for the spring and summer months. This one's my favorite. I call this a wake-up call. This has got fresh ground coffee. I roasted these myself. It's got denatured alcohol, lacquer thinner, and then my favorite ingredient, 100% grade A cocaine. You can use as little or as much as you like, but who we're kidding. I like a lot. There for that. This one right here, this one I've been working on for months. It's gonna be fantastic when it's ready. Oh, it needs a little more time. Oh, it'll be probably ready in about 6 or 7 minutes. When it's finished, it's gonna go great with rare steak, seared halibut, and violence. Look at that. There she is. I've been looking for that.
So, after Larry shot Pecan, he was bedridden for like 6 months. I mean, he could walk after like a week and a half, but he just didn't want to go nowhere.
I think that hole from that gunshot from Uncle Larry, I think that hole in Pecan's foot was just a big opening for all that creativity to flow right in, so he and Huey could start creating that beautiful music that touches you right here, in your soul.
This is a very rare piece, Pecan Pinwheelie, test pressing. A song that changed my mind about this man. And I think it's genius. It's called Picking Up the Penny. Let's see how that goes.
Well, pick up a penny, pick up a penny, pick up a penny, there's a penny on the
Goddamn,
ground.
that song brings me back.
Pick up a penny, there's a penny on the ground, pick it up.
Yeah.
Better pick up the penny so I can see that butt. Pick up a penny for a busted nut. Better pick up the penny.
Without
pick up
warning
the penny, there's a penny on the ground, pick it up.
Genius. That's genius.
Man, I haven't heard that song since when me and Larry had that threesome with that chick from the Cracker Barrel.
When I listened to Pecan Pinwheelie's Pick Up the Penny, I realised I want to be a paleontologist and I want to have an art collection, primarily of cats.
He invented a new way of playing the E chord. A lot of people play it like this, right? A lot of people like this, and he would just do it like this. He would just like that. He called it lurching, right? He would just get on it like that, lurching.
He would come from outer space, the other side, play the same note, but different sound. That's a lurch sound.
I thought it sounded like shit, but what do I look like, Ben Franklin?
Of course Larry didn't support him. Larry didn't start taking Pecan seriously until Pecan started taking seriously.
Niles Bighamton. I was Pecan Pinwheelie's manager for quite a bit. I'm from Destin, Florida, city of sexuality.
Me and Niles, we came up together, managing bands, discovering artists. You know, he went one way, I went the boy band way.
I met him in Hatchback when we was in Pensacola, Florida, and I'll never forget, I was on my way to file my taxes, and then I just hear this racket coming from this house, and I stop in my tracks, and before I know it, I mean, I am weeping like a little child. I had to file my taxes though, and the H&R block closes at 4, so I left. But when I came back, here they are, they're still playing. They got buckets with strings tied on them, and they're just plucking the strings like a couple of troubadours. But I'm telling you, it's the most incredible sound I ever heard. So I walk up to them and I say, "Oi, what is this?" And they look at me and they say, "Who are you?" And I say, "I'm Niles Bighamton. I'm from Destin, Florida, city of sexuality," that whole bit, you know. And they say, "Well, what does that mean?" And I say, "Well, what is this?" And they say, "This is music." And I say, "No, this is the future." And that was how it all started, really. I'll never forget what Pecan said to me. He just looked at me. He looked me right in the eyes and he just said, "Yeah." And he was right.
Niles a cool dude, you know? I mean, he says he's from Destin, but I mean, with that accent, he's got to be from Eastern Tallahassee. But anyways, you know, he really did help us take our music to the next extra long. And, you know, once he started booking us our first couple shows, shit really started smelling good for us.
No, yeah, those first shows that I booked for them, they were magical, mate. Pecan, he's got this way of words. It just captivates anyone who listens. It's like seeing a new mother breastfeeding in public for the first time. It's innocent, it's beautiful, and it gives you a little bit of a chubby, you know, because I love tits.
Niles had the brilliant idea, just open that phone book up and call people. Call them by their first and last name. You know, Marty, right there in the phone book, his last name is Oliver, Marty Oliver. You call him up, like, "Hey, Marty Oliver, how you doing? This is Pecan Pinwheelie. I'm playing at the parking lot of the arena show tonight. You don't want to go? Fuck you." And it was a numbers game. Niles he's had that foresight to just put Pecan in front of the people.
They sit here in the phone book to get people to shows, just randomly calling people. And think about it this way. We all met up at the same show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally where we met. Was
Exactly.
in that parking
So,
lot.
my last name's Abner. Your last name is Abigalia. And yours is Westcott.
Mine's a Westcott.
So this motherfucker goes to the phone book.
That's a hell of a lot of calls.
That's a lot of phone calls.
People wanted to hear the sound of Pecan's voice. It was so smooth. And it had that trust in it, that Pensacola trust.
It's the reason how we met. It's the reason we're a band. It's the reason we make music.
I saw him during a chili cook-off in '93. I don't know if the chili was what was hot or if it was him, but he was on fire.
I mean, he was literally on fire. His shoestrings caught fire. He was right next to a barbecue pit. Some brimstone shot off.
I remember this one show, my cousin's house in Leavittsburg, Florida. I was security. Pecan was playing some badass music, and there was all these freaked out, fucked up teenagers. Things got a little bit out of hand. I started spitting fireballs, sort of protection. And,
Summon a law enforcement agency.
Ma'am, please calm down.
No, the fuck kind of cop are you? You need to get here.
I'm not a cop, I'm just an emergency
Lives
responder.
are on the line.
Ma'am, please calm down.
No, my cousin set my house on fire. My house is on fire.
Is there anyone inside?
Larry's inside, just Larry.
Why is Larry inside of the house?
I locked him in there because he kept trying to make out with me.
she said, "What?" Oh, that's rich. We've been making out since we were kids. Hell, the first time we played a board game, she showed me her pussy.
After that fire out in Leavittsburg, I mean, we had to tell Larry he couldn't come to shows anymore, but fuck it, Larry's a butthole.
Larry's kind of what you call a corn creamer. Not having him around didn't affect me very much.
I wasn't allowed to shows anymore after that. But fuck those guys, they're assholes. Gave me more time to focus on the wine biz. And now I run all the way to Daytona. I don't fucking go past Daytona, you know why.
But I think the space really helped Pecan, you know? He had time to start focusing on his songwriting and exploring new avenues. I mean, his shows were the hottest ticket in town at the time. Kids were selling crimpet money to get a hold of the tickets, so I knew it was time we had to cut an album.
What's a crimpet?
Crimpet, what you call it? It's like it's a broken trumpet.
Well, as you know, my name is Tripwire. I am a music producer from Akron, Ohio. And back in the early 90s, I believe I was fresh off of a collaboration project for a Christmas album featuring Ravi Shankar and Hoobastank. And Niles Binghamton approached me to make an album with Pecan Pinwheelie, and I was very excited to produce this fresh sound.
Entonces, cuando estamos grabando las sesiones de I'm Fine to Drive, no me acuerdo nada porque estábamos tomando mucho, toilet wine, tequila, de todo. Pero eso realmente era la esencia de Pecan Pinwheelie y Hatchback Yui. Pero, como dijiste, no me acuerdo nada de tequila, toilet wine.
What a colorful group the Pecan Pinwheelie band was. I remember when they came in to record the albums, they gave me a gift. It was a stein of doo-doo wine. And I had never before felt its sweet nectar run down my throat and into my body. And frankly, I'm not usually abusing substances when I'm creating art. But this time I figured, you know, when in Pensacola, do as the Pentecostals do. So I imbibed. And I went into a very deep and despairing blackout. But 4 days later, I came to, I woke up, and the entire album was complete. And I think that it was a highlight of my career, and certainly one of the best albums of the 90s.
My favorite album, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel. My number 2 album, Pecan Pinwheelie's I'm Fine to Drive.
Pecan Pinwheelie's I'm Fine to Drive, that first album, it completely changed the way I wrote songs. It changed my life.
Oh my God. I'm Fine to Drive was a masterpiece.
That is like listening to the voice of God tell you he's going to give you a giant penis.
Oh man, every song on that album, total classic.
Shadowcat Rag.
Danger Spank.
Where the white women at?
The Ballad of Spaghetti Leg Joe.
Toilet Wine Blues.
This one's called Bike Seats, and this is his version right here. Eating corn, watching porn with my drawers on. I got a nice bike seat to put my balls on.
Tigers! Banshee booty.
Jellies, jams, and preservatives.
Dirt bike butthole.
Mango Maggie.
Truck stop tickle fight.
Now, I took that and I applied it to my Christmas atmosphere. You know me, Kenny Christmas. I'm gonna take it. So we had hanging with Santa Claus and it's Christmas. We're gonna steal a bunch of cool little kids' gifts.
Whose baby is this?
Leave me alone, I'm masturbating.
Manifest Destiny.
That old brick bridge.
Wasn't Butt Sex and Triple Sec on that album?
Ouch, ouch, I got bit by a spider.
Fupa Safari.
Backdoor Dog. Backdoor Dog was one of my that was actually a really aggressive song. It was kind of controversial, Backdoor Dog. People thought he was referring to some kind of lurid sexual thing, but it was actually, he literally had a dog that was at his backyard. So, you know, like, sometimes he wasn't clever. Sometimes he was just stupid.
Well, everything was moving so fast at that point, we had to go on tour to support the album, so I started booking them stadium gigs. First off, Jacksonville Jaguars. We played the tailgate party. After that, Hollywood Bowl, parking lot, Section F. Then, after that, we went to, Soldier Field was after that. We played this great little empty lot next to McDonald's across the street. Right, we played every major parking lot in the country. Superdome, Astrodome, Fillmore East, Fillmore South, Fillmore West, and North. Then El Paso happened.
We were doing great. We were playing all these awesome parking lot gigs all across the country. But something happened in El Paso.
A couple of days leading up to El Paso was just weird. Pecan been drinking a lot of toilet wine, more than he normally does. I think the stress of the tour was just getting to him, and I think he missed Larry.
You know, Pecan he really used to use his toilet wine in moderation, you know? He stimulated his creativity and whatnot, but we got to El Paso, man. He was out of control.
it might not be specifically Niles' fault, but he puts pressure on people. You know, the kind of pressure that makes them break down in the middle of a show.
He kind of pushes you.
I think it's a little more than that. I mean, he sort of manages the band to death.
Right, but who am I to tell a genius to stop being a genius, eh? You gonna tell Hemingway to stop painting pictures of little cats? You gonna tell Van Gogh not to bite people's ears when he's in the ring anymore? No, you gotta stand up for what you believe in. And did I know that it was a problem? Yes. Do I have regrets? Maybe. Should I've done something? Probably. Oh no, man, the past is the past.
So, start playing El Paso. We're opening for a traveling show, the Jersey Boys, in the Marsupial Auditorium parking lot. Pecan gets all pissed off because the guys next to us won't share their barbecue with him.
He had a meltdown. It was bad. He must have had 12-30 toilet wines before the set even started.
Shit. I drink 2 gallons of toilet wine a day. You don't see me flipping the fuck out on anybody. God damn. Fucking lights hot.
Pecan's yelling at everybody, including me, saying there's microphones in his toilet wine bubbles and Texas government spying on him. He just takes off. Called me a dingleberry. He disappeared into the night. But then, I guess he encountered actually a kind of a dead end and a fence, and he ended up having to come back around, pass me again, call me a dingleberry again. He was gone. It's the last I ever seen him.
Where did you get these? These are bringing me back, mate. You know, I missed the incident at the time because I met this bird in the parking lot and she had an extra ticket to that Jersey Boys show. The show was really good. It was excellent production quality and the acting was top-notch. I couldn't tell at the time how bad it was, but looking at these pictures now, it's like day and night. I'm sorry. I've snorted on your photos. I'm just gonna turn around for a little bit. Right. But if you have a chance, you should see the Jersey Boys show, because it is very good.
Think about Pecan every day. He left a little hole in my heart. Well, doctor said it's congenital heart defect, but I know it's because Pecan ran out on me. Heck, he ran out on all of us. I'm sorry, I can't, I just want to be alone with my pickles, please. Let me be. My beans, comfort food, my stool softener. Just get going. I need my tissues.
He had everything, and he just threw it all away.
I don't know why, but when I say his name, I look up. As if he's there, still with us.
He can't stop touring, man. He just went to a dark place. It's like the clouds came over my whole world.
What Pecan did was unforgivable. I mean, he would have walked through that door right now, asked me to play music with him. I'd say, no way, Jose. And wherever he is, I hope he's happy. Because we're not.
So we're here in Molino, Florida, where apparently a guy named Gary knows where Pecan might be. Apparently he lives here in this marina.
Hi.
You Dominic?
I am Dominic.
I'm Gary.
Hey, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
So you said on the phone y'all were documentarians.
Yes, we're documentarians. We're making a documentary about
Probably one of the most important musicians of the 90s.
Like Reba. Oh, man. Hey, we got some doctors here from Reba. They're trying to heal you.
God damn it, Gary!
Carl, come on, Peter! Shit. Oh, Carl, just give him an onion. He'll come back out. I'm Gary. This is my brother, Carl.
This is Chairman Meow.
Meow, meow. We met Peter, gosh, about 5 years ago. He was laying down in a ditch, oh, looking awful and smelling like gasoline and lemon pies.
Gasoline and lemon pie.
Peter!
Come on, Peter.
Got some nice folks out here, Peter.
Come on.
No! I'm gonna have to use the hook stick. Took him in, gave him something to do.
Gave him something to do.
We don't like to judge. Besides, it's nice to have the company.
He is good company. He runs off from time to time, but
we gave
he
him
always
back.
comes back. Don't know why. Well, I do know why, but that's another story.
It is. Peter, you can have an onion or the hook stick. Peter.
Peter, come on out, Peter.
Get out here and have this onion,
You know you
Peter.
want that onion. There you go, buddy. Big onion.
Yeah, I don't go by Pecan anymore. It's Peter now. And I left behind that life I used to have. The life out here. In the high seas. The air is fresh. And clean.
So what if I told you that I was making a documentary about how you changed the face of music?
And I would tell you you were an asshole. And I hope your film sucks.
Peter's certainly not the first vagrant we've rehabilitated, but he's certainly our biggest success.
He's the only one that hasn't died.
I wonder how I would do in Hollywood. I had a cousin once. He took the Greyhound all the way to Los Angeles, California. And he worked at a Texaco station. He was selling juicy fruit and pineapple soda and double mint gum. And at one point, he ended up waiting on Jack Nicholson.
What did I tell you about driving, you son of a bitch? How do you like that?
Y'all probably shouldn't see this. Let's go see my trash pile.
Hey, I love it here. You know, these guys, Gary and Carl, they're treating me great. They're taking care of me, giving me something to do, and I ain't gonna beat around the bush, but I know what y'all came to talk to me about Huey, Gilly, and Larry and them, and if I start talking about them, I'm just gonna start crying. I promised myself I was gonna cry twice today. I already cried twice today. Now you got me crying the third time, and I don't want to do it again. I don't want to cry 3 times. Now I'm all pissed. I'm really sorry about that. I shouldn't have freaked out on y'all about that, but you know, like I said, it's a time in my life that has gone by me, and I found my place now. It's out here on the sea. Gary and Carl, my real friends.
Hey, Niles, it's Dominic Porter.
Oh yeah, what's up, mate?
Hey, so I have some news. I found out where Pecan's been living.
Oh yeah, oh that's great. Well, how is he doing?
Well, he's good.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Well, mate, perhaps it's time we get something drastic.
What do you mean, drastic?
Now! Follow my instructions?
Yeah, mate. To the T. I got the room set up.
Tell me with the...
What was it?
Just grab it. Hey! You two gonna work this shit out. You can scrim and scram all you want, but you're not getting out of those knots. Those are cougar knots. And if a mama cougar can't get out, you sure as shit can't. What's up, Niles?
Oh, mate, you're just gonna leave him in there like that?
Yeah, I know it looks bad, but trust me, this kind of meditation saved my second and fifth marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called restrained soul consoling. I learned it from some monks and shit.
So consoling.
Soul consoling.
So consoling.
So you're not soaking anything, man. Just trust me, it'll work.
Wait, but like, how are they gonna work it out if they've got potatoes gagged in their mouths?
The soul speaks through the eyes. The 45th fucking time, Niles. I have not
It's
seen
a good
Jersey
show. I
Boys.
liked it. Larry, can I ask you something serious, though? Do you think that I was too hard on the boys? Was I the cause of this rift? Did I push him too hard?
Niles, this is not your fault.
I
okay?
feel responsible.
I shot the fucker when he was 14 years old. He was destined to be fucked up. This is all on me.
No, don't say that. You was like a father to him. You can't blame yourself. You're a good man. You taught him to be a good man, Larry. We've got to do something. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, this wine needs blood.
What? No, don't cut yourself, mate. What's wrong with you? I was saying we should do something for the boys. To make up for El Paso.
Like a gangbang?
No, Larry. Not like a gangbang.
The journey of life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes you need a helping hand. I'm by your side, forever your true friend. I will pick you up and help you stand. The nipples of friendship are supple and warm. I'm so excited for what we have in store. And if you ever have to ask who I'm doing this all for, doing it for you. Baby, I say I'm doing it for you.
Is it bad? Is it bad? Hand me that wine. Hand me the toilet wine.
Doing it for you. Anything that you want me to do. Doing it for you.
Whoa. That was very intense.
Wild.
It's like a psychedelic water slide of emotion right there. And look, I know we just communicated a lot of what's been happening through our eyes and through our souls, but I want to reiterate this to you in plain American English. Huey, I am very sorry. I am very sorry for being a bad friend. I am very sorry for running out on you in El Paso, me, and I'm very sorry for calling you a dingleberry.
Hey, man. It's messed up.
These guys have been in here for 2 days. In restrained soul consoling. And we've got all this set up for them. I think it's gonna be pretty amazing.
Oh, so good to have you back, man. We're gonna get so much pussy from now on. It's gonna be like raining pussy. And then the next day after we get pussy, we can just have breakfast together and talk about it and laugh. Oh, we'll laugh. Let's make Pensacola proud, huh, buddy? Yeah. Okay.
You girls okay?
Yeah, man, we're cool.
Pecan, you remember that game we played when you were a kid?
Yeah, was it Ben Franklin's timepiece?
No.
Hide and seek on the bus?
No.
Finger wars?
No.
Was it what's floating in the tub?
No.
Was it Dragons of Eleanor?
No.
Was it Go Find Grandma?
No.
Was it one where we just run around in circles until one of us falls down?
No.
Was it Hunters and Badgers?
Yes.
Of course I remember that game, Larry.
Do you remember why I taught you that game?
Absolutely not.
Well, I saved this for you. The reason why I taught you to be a badger was for this moment right now. Take a look. Niles fired the entire city. I found this freaked out, fucked up teenager, Jim from the gas station. And they're here to see you, pal. They're here to see you.
It's a real audience, man.
Absolutely.
They want to hear a rock show?
They want to hear Pecan Pinwheelie and Hatchback Huey.
What do you say, man?
Let's baste this turkey.
Let's do it, buddy. One more show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Pecan Pinwheelie.
Wow. Let's do this, man.
What's up, everybody? My name is Pecan Pinwheelie. I'm from Pensacola, Florida. This year's Hatchback Huey's my best friend and my drummer. We're super excited to be back. It's been about 12 years. I know, settle down, settle down. This first song's called Bike Seats.
Watching porn with my drawers on. I got some nice bike seats to put my balls on. I'm eating corn, watching porn with my drawers on. I got some nice bike seats to put my balls on. Pecan Willie, Pecan Willie, parking lot pimping outside of Piccadilly. Pecan Willie getting touchy fucking Billy on that silly Paso with the Ally McBilly. And as soon as we done fucking, we can get some happy mealies. You can have my nuggets though, I'm too damn greedy. In my band, he lives up in a van. He comes from Pensacola with them clamps in the sand. I'm that man, I'm the boy, and I'm playing with your toys. I'm higher than the Jets, son, you call me Elroy. So squirm worm, I see you just got you a perm. Huey sucks at drums, but at least he's trying to learn it. I'ma burn this bitch down, that's why the fire trucks will follow me. Booty's in the shower, my dick is like a water. Skeeting corn, watching porn with my drawers on. Got some nice bike seats to put my balls on. I'm eating corn, watching porn with my drawers on. I got some really nice bike seats. Pecan Willie, Pecan Willie, parking lot pimping outside of Piggly Wiggly. Porchside strumming, eating cookies, dropping crumbing. Got good karma from the Joes that I've been bumming. Humming tunes with some dudes till them cheeks turn blue. Take a cruise with them girls till my balls do too. My boy Luke, really good at riding bikes. He's picking up them chicks like he's netting a pipe. During mating season, for no reason, his breath smells like poo-poo. The clock is going cuckoo cause I got that good juju. Fucked up my new shoe while stepping in some mooshu. Walking with some girls named Stephanie and Lulu. At my house, on the couch while Dr. Who's on Hulu. Beat up both them booties till the booties both got noodles. Eating corn, watching porn with my drawers on. Got some nice bike seats to put my balls on. Eating corn, watching porn with my drawers on. I got some really nice bike seats.